Beyond the gunfire and the explosions lie stories of bravery, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bonds forged in the fires of hell. Welcome back to Bleak Verse. Today, we aren't just ranking action movies. We're honoring 10 of the most powerful, visceral, and unforgettable war films ever made. From the mountains of Afghanistan to the bloody trenches of World War I, these are stories that stay with you. This is our salute to the greatest war films of all time. 12 Strong, 2018.
19 men attacked our country. The 12 of you will be the first ones to fight back.
In the harrowing days after September 11th, the 1st U.S. Special Forces team is sent into Afghanistan on a covert mission. Their task, link up with an Afghan warlord to fight the Taliban. Outnumbered and outgunned, they must adopt the tactics of their new allies, trading their high-tech vehicles for horses. They become modern soldiers fighting an ancient kind of war, riding into battle against tanks and rockets. A stunning true story of courage and adaptation, where 21st century soldiers waged 19th century warfare.
You want to surrender?
Keep your finger on the trigger.
Stay there.
Oh, God. I made her a promise. I'm coming home.
The greatest weapon in history is this.
There's no playbook here. We're gonna have to write it ourselves.
Muscle, 2019.
ننشط جواد.
تعرف تقاتل؟
أنا ما أعرف أنتم منو.
تروحون وترجعون بالمدينة. على شنو تدورون؟
This is not a story about outsiders. Told entirely from the Iraqi perspective, this film follows an elite Nineveh SWAT team in the final days of their fight to reclaim their city from ISIS. These are men who have lost everything, their homes, their families, their brothers in arms. As they move from street to street on one last secret mission, we see a raw and intimate portrait of men fighting not for a country, but for the ashes of their home. A powerful and groundbreaking film that shows the true cost of war through the eyes of the men fighting for their own city.
ديروا بالكم! بلا شباب وضرب إرهابيين محتاجين فرصة قاتل!
American Sniper, 2014.
Hold on, I got a woman and a kid 200 yards out, moving towards the convoy. Her arms aren't swinging, she's carrying something.
This is the story of Chris Kyle, the most lethal sniper in U.S. military history. But his unparalleled skill on the battlefield of Iraq is only half the story. The film follows him through 4 grueling tours, chronicling the incredible feats that made him a legend, while simultaneously revealing the heavy psychological toll his duty takes on him and his family back home. It is a portrait of a warrior who could dominate the battlefield but struggled to leave the war behind. A haunting and controversial look at a modern legend and the heavy price of being a hero.
Maybe he's just calling his old lady.
Yeah, she's got a grenade. She's got an RKG Russian grenade. She's saying to the kid.
They fry you if you're wrong.
Kid?
You got eyes on this? Can you confirm?
Negative. Your call.
Lone Survivor, 2013.
Going in with a 4-man team. Axelson, myself, Dietz, Marcus.
Based on the harrowing true story of Operation Red Wings, this film follows a 4-man Navy SEAL team on a covert reconnaissance mission in the mountains of Afghanistan. When they are discovered by local goat herders, they are faced with an impossible moral choice. Their decision leads to them being ambushed by a much larger enemy force, sparking one of the most brutal and heroic firefights in modern military history. A visceral and heartbreaking testament to the courage and sacrifice of warriors pushed to the absolute limit.
There's a storm inside of us. You push yourself further than anyone could think possible. See? God's looking out for us. We can be heroes. For one day.
Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, 2023.
3 weeks. This family believed you were dead. We owe that man your life.
During the war in Afghanistan, U.S. Army Sergeant John Kinley's life is saved by his interpreter, Ahmed. Back home, Kinley learns that Ahmed and his family are being hunted by the Taliban. Bound by a profound debt and a promise, Kinley decides he cannot stand by. He returns to the war zone alone to fight his way through hostile territory and bring his friend to safety. A powerful story of loyalty and honor, about a promise that transcends borders and a debt that must be paid.
Why you want this job?
I need the money.
Out of your bounds, Ahmed. You're here to translate.
Actually, I'm here to interpret.
Money isn't the reason he wants this job.
The Taliban killed his son.
I am gonna have to get him out myself.
Fury, 2014.
I was afraid you were dead. Where's the rest of 3rd Platoon? We're it.
That's home.
Never even seen the inside of a tank.
You will.
It is April 1945. The war in Europe is almost over, but the fighting is more brutal than ever. We follow a battle-hardened tank commander named War Daddy and his 5-man crew as they pilot their Sherman tank, nicknamed Fury, deep behind enemy lines. With a rookie soldier forced into their tight-knit family, they face overwhelming odds on one final, impossible mission, making a desperate last stand against a force that should annihilate them. A gritty, claustrophobic, and brutal look at life inside a steel beast, where 5 men called a tank their home.
All right! Do what you're here for!
They're coming.
How many?
300 of them. None of us fight! None of us fight! There's 5 against 300. Now!
Black Hawk Down, 2001.
You shouldn't have come here. This is our war.
300,000 dead and counting. That's not a war, Mr. Ito. It's genocide.
In 1993, an elite team of U.S. soldiers is sent into Mogadishu, Somalia, on what should be a 1-hour mission to capture a local warlord. But when 2 of their Black Hawk helicopters are shot down, the mission instantly changes. What was an assault becomes a desperate rescue operation, trapping the soldiers in a hostile city, surrounded by thousands of militia fighters, in a battle for survival that lasts through the night. A relentless and chaotic masterpiece of combat filmmaking that reminds us in war, everything can go wrong, but you never leave a man behind.
My men are surrounded by thousands of Somali militia.
Where's the rescue squad? We're it!
They won't understand. It's about the men next to you.
Don't let that man crawl! Somebody help that man!
So, I need help now.
All Quiet on the Western Front, 2022.
Menschlichkeit, ich bitte Sie den Waffenstillstand. Ich hab Angst vor dem, was kommt.
This is the story of World War I through the eyes of Paul, a young, idealistic German soldier. Seduced by romantic notions of patriotism and glory, he and his friends enlist, only to have their spirits brutally crushed by the horrific reality of trench warfare. The mud, the rats, the constant threat of death, and the senseless slaughter strip away their humanity, leaving behind only the desperate instinct to survive another day. An unflinching and devastating portrait of the true face of war, where there are no heroes, only survivors in a meat grinder.
Es ist vorbei.
Du musst jetzt tapfer sein. Für die, die es nicht geschafft haben.
Hacksaw Ridge, 2016.
What the hell is your delay, Captain?
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I can't touch a gun.
You don't kill.
No, sir.
This is the extraordinary true story of Desmond Doss, a U.S. Army medic during World War II who, due to his religious beliefs, refused to even touch a weapon. Branded a coward by his fellow soldiers, he proved them all wrong during the bloody Battle of Okinawa. While others took lives, he saved them, single-handedly rescuing 75 wounded men from behind enemy lines, armed with nothing but his faith and medical kit. An incredible true story of conviction and courage, about a man who fought a war without a weapon and became one of its greatest heroes.
The world's so set on tearing itself apart.
Private Doss, you are free to run into the hellfire of battle without a single weapon to protect yourself.
Help me. You'll have to trust me.
Please, Lord. Help me get one more.
And then I'm gonna go up there without you.
Help me get one more.
Inglourious Bastards, 2009.
My name is Lieutenant Aldo Ray. We're gonna be doing one thing only. And I need me 8 soldiers.
In an alternate World War II, history is rewritten with a vengeance. 2 storylines converge in Nazi-occupied France. One follows a band of ruthless, Nazi-hunting Jewish-American soldiers known as the Bastards, led by the fierce Aldo Rain. The other follows Shosanna, a young woman who escaped the massacre of her family and now plots her own fiery revenge. All paths lead to a fateful movie premiere in Paris, overseen by the charming but terrifying SS Colonel Hans Landa. A masterfully tense and brilliantly brutal alternate history, where the power of cinema is just as deadly as a baseball bat. And that is our salute to 10 of the most powerful war films ever made, right here on Fleekverse. These are films that demand to be seen and remembered. Which of these films left the biggest impact on you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you appreciate films that tell these vital stories, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Thanks for watching.